In a round robin football tournament, there where every team plays against every other team exactly once, five teams, India, USA, Japan, Canada, and Thailand participated. Every match ended in a win or loss for a team, so there was no draw. A win earns 1 point and a loss earns zero. At the end, it was found that all teams had distinct points. Okay, an important part. Whereas every team scored a total of only 4 goals. This is another part. And of course, there is only a win or a loss. There is no draw. The USA topped the table, and Thailand was at the bottom. Japan defeated India 2-1 and India defeated Canada. So this is a question on round robin where there are 5 teams and each team plays against every other team. So the total number of matches we are supposed to have is going to be 5C2, which is 5 into 4 upon 2, which is going to be 10 matches. That means there are supposed to be 10 wins and 10 losses. Every team scores only 4 goals and there was no draw. And it is known that each team had distinct points. Now, this is only possible if one team is going to win 4 matches. So if you talk about number of wins, so one team wins 4, another wins 3, another wins 2, another wins 1, another wins, and the last one wins 0. So 4 means 4 points. 3 wins would mean 3 points because each win gives us 1 point. 2 wins is 2 points. 1 win is going to be 1 point, and 0 win means 0 point. It is given that USA topped the points table. So USA won all its 4 matches and it was given 4 points, and Thailand was at the bottom. So Thailand got a total of 0 points. Now, the next step is to draw a matrix with 5 rows and 5 columns, right? So this is how we deal with round robin scenarios. And then we are going to have US and India and Japan and Canada and Thailand as the column names. Then US, India, Japan, Canada, and Thailand as the rows. And then we strike out the primary column and then we remove the other cells in the upper triangle. So there are these 10 matches that are supposed to happen as the cells denote, and each cell tells us the match happened between which team versus which team. Let's look at the questions and we'll proceed accordingly. So the first question is, how many matches had a score line of 1-0 or 0-1? The total goals by all teams against Japan is, the maximum number of goals by the 2 teams together in any match was, which team scored all its goals in one single match. So even if the question is a theta or with an option as an MCQ, we can see that it looks like it gives us a hint that the matrix is not going to be a K-slate. Since we do not have cannot be determined, and we have 2 questions which are theta ones, right? So our target will be to try to fill up the matrix. So let's start. So they now all the information is right here. So this is how the matrix should look like. Now, since we know that USA won all its 4 matches with only 4 goals, so USA wins the match between India and USA. USA wins against Japan. USA wins against Canada, and USA wins against Thailand. So the number of wins is 4, and 4 goals karke 4 jeetne. So it should only happen when USA wins as 1-0. We also know that Thailand is going to lose all its matches. That means the match between Thailand and India, India wins. By how many goals? No idea. The match between Japan and Thailand, Japan wins. By how many goals? No idea. The match between Canada and Thailand, Canada wins. We are also told that Japan defeated India. So the match between India and Japan, Japan is supposed to defeat India. And this was 2-1, that is known. And India defeated Canada. So if India is going to defeat Canada, so we will have India here. By how many goals? No idea. So right now, USA is the team that has won 4. Thailand is the team which has won 0. If you look at India, India is the team that has won 2. So that means 1 out of Japan and Canada has to win 3 and the other one has to win one match, right? Now, the match between Japan and Canada, suppose if I say that Canada wins, then Canada has won 2 and Japan has won 2. So they both will be 2, which will not result in distinct number of points. So that means the match between Japan and Canada, definitely Japan wins, such that Japan wins a total of 3 matches and Canada just 1. So we do not know the outcome of 5 matches. We know the we know the outcomes of all the matches, but we don't know the goals scored in 5 matches, and for 5 matches we are aware of it. The next part is to find out how many goals they need to score in every match. Now, Japan has, if you look at the number of goals Japan has done in USA versus Japan, Japan did not score any goal, that's 0. In the match between Japan and India, Japan scored 2 goals. So far Japan has scored 2 goals out of 4. Now there are 2 more matches left for Japan, and Japan has to win both the matches by scoring only 2 goals. That is only possible if Japan wins by 1-0, such that the total number of goals of Japan turns out to be 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. That is 4 goals. Now, that also tells us that Thailand did not score any goals so far, and Canada as well. Canada still has to score 4 goals and Thailand as well. Now, if Thailand scores all the 4 goals against Canada, then Canada, even if it scores all the 4 goals, Canada still won't be able to win. So this is only possibility if we give Canada as 4 goals and Thailand as 3. Such that Thailand has to lose even after scoring 1 goal against India. So India should be scoring 2 goals. Now, if we look at India's total number of goals, against USA, India did not score any goal. Against Japan, it was 1 goal. Against Thailand, that is 2. So India has to score 1 more goal and should not concede any goal. Such that Canada did not score any goal against US, India and Japan, and all the 4 goals went in the match against Canada and Thailand. So everything makes sense. The matrix is complete. We know who was the winner of which match and by how many goals. Now let's move over to the questions. Question number 11. How many matches had a score line of 1-0 or 0-1? So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So there were 7 matches which had a score line of 1-0 or 0-1. Theta question, so we had to type in 7. 7 is the answer. Question number 12. The total goals by all teams against Japan is, so against Japan we have 1 goal, 2, and then none and none. So total 2 goals were scored by all teams against Japan. It's a theta question, so we have to type in 2. Question number 13. What is the maximum number of goals by the 2 teams together in any match was? So we can see that in the match between Thailand and Canada, the maximum number of goals were scored by both the teams together, which is going to be 7. Option number D. Question number 14. Which team scored all its goals in one single match? So we can see that the Canada was the team which scored all its 4 goals in just one single match. Even Thailand scored some goals in 2 matches. So the answer is going to be Canada, option B. Question number 15. Apart from Japan versus India, in which other match was the scoreline 2-1? So in the match between Japan and India, the scoreline was 2-1. The other match was between India and Thailand, where the score was 2-1. So India versus Thailand, option C.